In 2016, President Barack Obama signed a bill that allowed immigrants of different religions to get into the country and issued them visas. This was a huge deal, since in the past, immigrants, especially of Muslim faith, were rarely allowed in the country, let alone get visas. In an interview with Bill Maher, Obama said that
we should foster a culture in which people's private religious beliefs, including atheists and agnostics, are respected. And that's the kind of culture that I think allows all of us then to believe what we want. That's freedom of conscience. That's what our Constitution guarantees.
this is a very important idea that we need to take very seriously, and not only in America, but also abroad. In a speech for the National Prayer Breakfast on the worldwide struggle for religious freedom, Obama said that,
So history shows that nations that uphold the rights of their people, including the freedom of religion, are ultimately more just and more peaceful and more successful.
this is a mindset that we need to adopt as Americans toward other countries. Another reason that this was such a big deal was because this was the main time when candidates were campaigning for the 2016 election, and Donald Trump had caused many people to be much more vocal about their beliefs. So it became very clear very fast that people were not in favor of this bill having been signed into law. In fact, one of the first things that Donald Trump did in his first 100 days of office was he created a travel ban that denied immigrants access to the border, especially of Mexican or Muslim descent. Hello, and welcome back to Interviews with Jamie. I'm your host, Jamie Paulson. Today on our show, we have a very special guest, a bill that was signed by President Barack Obama called the Frank R. Wolf International Religious Freedom Act. So without further ado, please welcome Bill the Bill.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Of course, it's our pleasure to have you as our guest. We've never had a public document on our show before.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Well, let's get right into the interview now, Mr. Bill.
Oh, please, just call me Bill.
Okay, Bill. So you were a bill that was signed all the way back in the year 2016 by, at the time, President Barack Obama that allowed immigrants of different religions to get visas while they stayed here. How did you feel about that? Were you hoping to get signed or not?
Of course I wanted to get signed. You know, all bills want to get signed, but not all bills have the time to read themselves. I, however, did get to read myself, and I am strongly in favor of what Obama's decision was at the time. I think we need to be a more accepting nation and need to broaden our religious horizons and take the time to learn about other cultures instead of putting them down and treating them like animals, you know?
What would you say the main cause of this treating people like animals is?
You know, I think it's a mixture of things. First of all, I think it's fear, like with 9/11. Secondly, I think it's ignorance and unwillingness to accept one another. You know what I mean?
Yes. Now, how did you feel about Donald Trump creating a travel ban in the first 100 days of his presidency?
Oh, I think it's horrible. The president should be trying to get more allies, not make more enemies. We are closer now to nuclear war than we ever have been in American history, and all because of Donald Trump. I think Trump just wants to undo everything that Obama did so he can make America white again.
Well, you sure keep up with the news. That's very impressive.
I mean, what else am I going to do with my time? I'm a piece of paper after all.
Sure. Well, thank you so much, Bill, for your time.
You're welcome.
This has been an interview with Bill the Bill of the Frank R. Wolf International Religious Freedom Act. Thanks for watching.